This is FriendQuest.
Big man at the rim.
Excellent. So we were speaking of movies and stuff last time.
Yeah, crap.
Gabe and I are going to be, and
God.
possibly Steve are going to be doing some.
God. Son of a bitch.
What are you doing?
I know.
You get fireballs
What
coming
is
in all
going
over the place. What the hell's going on?
Okay, you, Gabe, and Steve.
Sorry.
Take the
Don't
tension
worry-
off. Take the
don't-
attention off me.
Don't worry about me. Just do the thing. We're gonna be doing some podcast stuff with. We're basically gonna like watch a movie or we're gonna be watching shows and then talking about it, episode by episode.
Mhm.
There's a term for it. Gabe's used it twice to my face, and I can't remember the damn term. But it's just a type of podcast where, somebody watches a thing or reads a thing and then sort of, in a way, reviews it, or just sort of talks about it. So there's a couple things we want to watch. There's a show called Nowhere Man, which only ran for one season that Gabe is really fond of. It was from like the 90s on what the heck was the channel? I can't remember. But it's just like it's an obscure show, and it's sort of like this like mystery thing where like a guy, like he's a photographer or something, and he like takes a picture of something, and then like he's like at dinner with his wife, and like it was like he held like a like a gallery thing. He had a gallery event for all of his photos and stuff, and then he goes to dinner with his wife after the event, and they like sit down for dinner and they're talking about one of the pictures he took, and then he goes to the bathroom, comes back, and his wife is gone, and somebody else is sitting at the table, and he's like, whoa, what the heck's going on? And he goes and talks to the waiter that they had, and like the waiter doesn't recognize him, and he goes back home, and his wife is there with another person, and like neither of them recognize him.
Oh man.
And like he basically, and like he goes to try and find one of his buddies, and he finds out his buddy's is dead, apparently, and like he can't find anyone or anything that like involves him or remembers him in any way. The only thing that like seems to have any like connection to his life is the picture he took or something. And so like it starts this whole big like thing, like him trying to figure out what the heck's going on. What is the significance of the picture? Like, why doesn't anybody recognize me or remember me? Like, am I somewhere else, or is just everybody has everyone just forgotten me somehow? No, they're not the eyeballs.
It's very there was like a Hitchcock.
Whoa!
There was like a Hitchcock story that
for
was
the needle with those lightning bolts.
Yeah,
there.
you believe that? Yeah, all right. I knew my luck was gonna run out eventually.
Oh, he follows you. Oh, but still only strikes in the middle.
Do you remember there was like a Hitchcock movie where like a dude gets on a train and he's like
so goopy,
and he's riding with somebody, and then like he goes to the bathroom, and then that person's missing, and everybody's like claiming that they don't know who he's talking about.
That bathroom's been closed for 10 years.
Something like it. I can't remember like the details because all the details were really important.
Right.
But that show you're just describing, it sounds awesome.
Yeah, it's like always the thing that you take away from something is never like the important details that would get somebody like that would help describe what it is. Like I just like it's got the guy in it, what's his face? He was in that other movie with what's her name?
Oh yeah, Edward Norton.
Edward Norton. It's always Edward Norton, isn't it?
My brother and I kind of have like an inside joke that have been running for years. But anytime one of us is trying to think of like, oh, who's that one guy? Edward Norton. Always Edward Norton.
It's like a 7 degrees of bacon.
Yes.
Sort of thing.
Yeah.
Hey, what's your bacon number?
It's like, what's your sleep number? But it's your bacon number.
I want to say my bacon number is actually pretty low. Like not super low. Like it's like 3 or 4.
I don't think I have a bacon number.
It's just like how many degrees away from Kevin Bacon are you?
Yeah, I don't know that I have a number.
You're at most 7 degrees away from Kevin Bacon. That's the whole thing.
I don't know that,
If you don't know what your Kevin Bacon number, it defaults to 7.
I guess that my bacon number is 7.
Yeah. So like until
Cool.
you find out that you are closer to Kevin Bacon than 7 degrees, that's your bacon. That is the default number.
Cool.
But I think it's like
Cool.
my friend knows somebody who's like X or something was like was in a performance with him or something. I can't remember, but Steve, if you're watching, you might know what I'm talking about.
Steve, are you watching?
Steve, are you watching?
When do I meet you?
I want to say it's Diana. But yeah, put in the comments, Steve, or I'll probably just message you later and be like, do you remember what our bacon number is?
Wait a minute. Where the hell did I get here? There was a little cave earlier on this side that took us to the top of the mountain. What the hell is this? Where in the hell am I?
You're in Death
Oh,
Mountain.
you know what? Okay, I know, because we dropped down last time. Get the fuck away from me.
Like this, the mountain is so high, you're above space,
It's so high. I don't think I actually.
and now space is lava.
Now the Dark World's kind of preferred because there isn't a fuck ton of stupid boulders everywhere.
Right? Yeah. Like, obviously, like it looks like more like an active volcano sort of situation. Like there's lava spewing over here. You know, like wouldn't there be boulders on there? I'm wondering if that wasn't intentional. Like they were like it was supposed to be the other way around or something.
Mayhaps. Do I actually? Yeah, it's. You know what?
You're gonna buy a potion. You might as well
Yeah.
spend that money so you can like
Yeah.
collect some.
Yeah. Hell, it's only 10 for another heart. You know, you might as well.
Might as well pick up another heart.
You're just leaving money on the table.
Already here.
There's another item or two in the game,
Sneaky.
but I think that's that ain't
Well, that
right.
doesn't do anything.
Well, that ain't right.
Yes.
But I can't.
We gotta go to the Turtle Rock, right?
Oh yeah, we're getting to the
Let's go to the turtle.
my friend.
My friend?
We are getting to the Turtle Rock.
We're gonna get there.
You needn't concern yourself.
Don't you worry your pretty little head. Oh, okay, I see.
We're actually in this session. We're gonna do a lot of shit in this session.
Oh,
Yeah, maybe not this episode, but this session we're gonna cover a lot of ground.
I mean, you already blasted through a dungeon pretty well.
Yeah, that was really fast, right? I'm blown away. I didn't think I had it in me.
I'm pretty impressed.
Oh crap!
I almost didn't notice it happened if it wasn't for like how goopy that eyeball was.
It was a rather goopy eyeball.
It was really goopy.
We can agree upon the goopy.
Yeah, when
of
you got
the
like
eyeball.
you get like pink eye or something, you wake up the next morning, your eyeballs are like crusty and goopy.
I've never had pink eye.
No,
No.
yeah, it sucks. But
I used to weld, and I never got welder's flash either.
huh? Swelder's flash just what, like eye irritation from.
It's like a sunburn on your eyeballs.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that sounds awful and the worst ever.
Yeah, you are correct.
What does one do to prevent that other than just wearing the?
You go back to sleep. Like if you get welder's flash and you wake up and like your eyes are fucked, you just go back to sleep.
Is it not constant pain, or is it only when your eyes are open?
Yeah, your eyes are pretty irritated, and it's like bright light. Your eyes are super sensitive to light, so like you need to wear sunglasses or something if you're gonna try and make your way. The remedy that I hear about is that you are supposed to slice a potato in half.
Okay.
I'm not kidding. And you put a half of a potato over each of your eyes. And that like will draw out, I guess, like a bunch of the shit that's in your eye.
Whoa. Wait, what's in your eye?
I don't know. Dude, I don't know. That's what everybody says.
What?
You go back to sleep, you put half a potato over each of your eyes, and when you wake up, the potatoes will be like black.
What the fuck? What?
That's what I heard, man. I'm not gonna tell you that I wrote this.
Okay, so here's my theory on what's going on here. Okay, because you described it as it was like you get it from what? You're welding?
Yeah, welding and not having eye protection, so it's like the super bright lights.
So the super bright lights from the welding, does it involve like particles in any way? Like are like bits of metal or you just turn them to stone. Well, can you blow them up or hit them with a hammer while they're stone?
I don't know. Normally they turn back and then they just start. No, I can't even. My hammer isn't even good enough.
It's not good enough. So like when you're welding stuff, are like small particles of like metal or something shooting off?
No, that's why you're not supposed to look at the. It's the light.
It's just the light.
Just the light.
I mean, aren't you going to be? Welders there's a welding mask.
Wear your mask. So that's all you got to do.
So it's when you're not wearing your mask and you're staring into this bright light, you're basically getting a sunburn on your eye.
Yeah, because if you weld in like short sleeves, you'll walk away with like a sunburn on your arms.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So because it is just that bright.
Yeah. Also, you wouldn't want to do that because it's also hot as fuck, and you need
Right. You need protection.
Thousands of degrees.
Gotcha.
Oh, fuck.
This looks fun.
Oh wait, yeah. I remember.
You gotta use your
Because when you do it there,
becomes a sweet like Persian rug.
When I was a kid,
really ties the gaping hole together.
When I was a kid and I came in here, I had no fucking idea. All I knew is this thing they made a block that I could push around. I didn't know that it turned into a platform when you did it on this. And there's no way I would have known.
The question mark, and then the cane kind of looks like a question mark.
I guess.
I mean,
but that's stupid.
No, it's super smart and very clever, and you can go fuck yourself.
Here's Campus, bro. Son of a bitch.
So, like, okay.
Whoa.
I've seen potatoes used.
Okay. When you go this way, it closes when you're not looking at it. So you gotta hold your sword and walk backwards.
That's pretty good.
Isn't that pretty cool?
That's pretty good.
I'm so sad that they waited to this late in the game to
do something
to do
like that. Yeah. That's pretty funny. I'm just gonna hold my sword here. And...
Also, just a skull wandering about.
Just a skull. Real creepy. And a floating bomb.
And we're just gonna
pass on by that. We don't know. Oh,
we came to the wrong neighborhood.
Fuck. Oh yeah, you can just cast a new one. Got it. So in gardening, if you have, I want to say fungus gnats.
Ew.
In your garden, and they're just little gnats, the tiny little fly guys, but they lay their eggs in the dirt, and then when the eggs hatch, they turn into larvae, and the larvae will eat at your roots of the roots of the plants, and so you don't want it. Plus, they're just annoying, and if they get out of control, they get really nasty. So one of the things you can do is you put a potato. You like cut a potato, you put it on just on the surface of the dirt, and the rich carbohydrates of the potato attract the attention of the bug larvae, and then so they all get and burrow inside that and start munching on that, because that's a freaking treat for them. And then you just you take that and you toss it. It's a good amount of the bug larvae that are in the the potted plant or whatever are just going to go into the potato. You just throw it out and then they're gone. That's not going to solve your problem completely. It'll at least you'll be able to tell how bad your problem is, because if there's a lot of them in there, you'll see them and be like, oh, okay, this is a bad infestation. I got to do something more drastic. But so when you say using a potato on your eyes, I was thinking okay, is there bacteria involved or some sort of parasite involved?
No.
But how would a potato turn black from being next to your eye that has been burned by light? That doesn't make any sense.
Dude, I don't know. You should have, this professor we had for our welding class, dude, homeboy was a
nut job?
Hippie. But he was like the coolest hippie.
He probably knew about that potato thing from a little bit of indoor gardening, if you know what I'm saying.
He was like the coolest dude though. Like we walk in there like day one of this welding class, and like he's got a ponytail down to his ass, and like he said, "Yeah, man," like a ton, and we were like, I am instantly endeared. Right, but if one of these goes out,
you're fucked. Oh, so you got to do it on the way back, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, can you just fire up right there?
But if I go, it doesn't go all the way.
It won't hit the first one.
I think what I have to do is I have to go down. I have to take it this way.
Oh.
That was nothing.
That was nothing. You heard nothing.
Hope it was nothing. I'm also about to run out of magic. Man, that ain't cool, baby.
That ain't cool.
Okay.
Fucked up?
Probably.
All right. Go, 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 go. It splats on your freaking head.
Oh. I've been there before.
Okay. Let's deal with this situation next time.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye, everybody.